Obviously this intro has been filmed on a different day to the actual tutorial. I didn't have time on the day I filmed the tutorial. I was in such a rush, hence my lank wet hair still out of the shower. I didn't have even time to let my hair dry before I took photos. But anyhow, basically it's a tutorial based on the new, or inspired by the new MAC Playland collection, which was released last Thursday I think here in Ireland, and it's just a real kind of fun, cute and like playful collection. I think it's like really class. If anyone has seen the, what's the word I'm looking for, the visuals for it, they're really daft and kooky. It's a girl sitting on a giraffe, but it is really cute and fun, and it incorporates a lot of pro products. So it has some of the chromographic pencils, which are usually only pro, and a couple of pigments that are usually only pro as well. So I wanted to do a look based on it. Now I did design this face chart and with all those colours in mind, but I don't actually have any of those products here at home, so I've used what I have, and I'll let you know what I've used as I go along and what they are replacing in the actual collection. So it'll give you know, you could use either. You could use what you have, or you could use you know, the collection products if you do have them. I wasn't even sure if I was going to use it, but you know, the longer you look at something, the kind of more you like it, because I wasn't even sure if I loved it that much on the day, but I hope you like it. And of course there'll be the usual products, product list and pictures and all that on the blog and down below, well, list below anyhow. So keep watching for the tutorial. So in place of the MAC Chromographic Genuine Orange Pencil, I applied this paint pot called Coral Crepe. This is actually an old one, but any like orange or gold base will do. Then going into one of my Wet n Wild palettes, I applied the yellow to the centre of my lids, but this wasn't quite bright enough. This is in place of the yellow pigment. So I went into my MAC Bright Sunshine Pro eyeshadow and applied this over, and this really brightened it up. Then I just went into my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Light and used this as my brow highlight, as I didn't want anything too shimmery. Then back into one of my MAC palettes, and I think this is Mystery or Embark, I'm not sure which, but it's either one or the other, and I'm applying this either side of the yellow, patting it in place first, and then I just gently patted the eyeshadow brush where the two colours met to blend the two together. Next I switched over to a blending brush and picked up some of the same dark brown and started to work that into the crease, just bringing it back and forth in those windshield wiper motions. And I was just adding a little bit at a time and blending out as I go so that it didn't get too dark too quickly or brought too high up on the crease. Next I went into a lighter matte brown and worked this just above that dark colour, so it acted as a transitionary colour between the darkest brown and my highlight. But I did go back into the darkest brown again and just reapplied any part there that I thought might have disappeared a little bit from applying the lighter brown. Next, in place of the Black Chromagraphic Pencil, I'm using the Rimmel ScandalEyes Kohl pencil, and I applied this to my waterlines and also used it to tightline my eyes. Then replacing the high Def-Cyan Chromographic Pencil is this Aqua Eyes Pencil by Makeup Forever. It's a gorgeous bright blue colour, kind of similar, slightly different consistency though, but I applied this all underneath the lower lash line before using a cotton bud just to lightly blend out the edge. And then I went back into that Wet n Wild ColorIcon palette and used the blue as a duplicate for the high Def-Cyan pigment. It's actually quite close, so I pressed this all along on top of the blue pencil. Then as an inner corner highlight, I chose RicePaper by MAC because it has that lovely gold kind of tone or base to it, so it works really well with the eyeshadow, particularly on the top of the lid. And then for my eyeliner, I'm using my beloved Physicians Formula black eyeliner pen. Well, this is the ultra black. The black one is actually kind of grey, so it's the ultra black that I always used, and it's a fairly basic eyeliner shape. I just tapered it out into a wing shape at the edge of the eye. Then using the very tip of a very small blending brush, this is the 228 by MAC, I applied a little bit more of the blue pigment or eyeshadow right along underneath the eyeliner wing. Then using a angled brush, I went into MAC's Carbon eyeshadow, any black eyeshadow will do, and I applied this directly below the lashes on the lower lash line. This is just as a little bit of a gradient between the black eyeliner and the blue. Then I applied plenty of mascara to both my top and bottom lashes. This is the MAC in Extreme Dimension mascara by MAC, said that twice. And then once I was finished with the eyes, I applied some concealer where needed underneath the eye and buffed that out, just cleaning up any fallout or covering any blemishes. I used my Smashbox Brow Tech Trio on my eyebrows, but I literally just uploaded a updated eyebrow routine, so you can see that, and I'll link to that below rather than having to look at it again here. For contour, I applied my Bobbi Brown bronzing powder. I applied this over non-set skin though, so I just had to make sure to blend it out really well. Normally I'd apply setting powder first, and then using a very small Sigma performance brush, I applied the same powder on my nose as a nose contour. This Bourjois cream to powder blusher is the reason I hadn't powdered my face yet, but it's very similar to the For Your Amusement casual colour that's with the collection, which is just this gorgeous light peachy colour. And then I set everything in place once that was on with one of my Catrice setting powders and patted that mainly over the centre of the face. I didn't want to totally cover the cheeks. Then in place of the Process Magenta Chromographic Pencil, I'm using Magenta Lip Liner by MAC. I applied this all over the centre of the lip and then slowed down to do the outline. I wanted the lip shape to be quite full, so I did overline the top lip. And then I'm using one of the macaroon lipsticks by NYX. This is number 1. It's a bright, bright pink. And this is actually a little bit lighter than the Happy Go Lucky one in the collection, but it is a quite, I think it's called Happy Go Lucky. It is a quite similar one, just a little bit brighter, but I'm in love with this colour. Then I used a Max Factor lipstick. Can't remember the name offhand, but I'll link it below as the gold highlight in the centre of the lips. And that was as a duplicate for the Playland lipstick, which is a bright, like gold shimmery lipstick. And that finishes the look. So I hope you like this, guys. Thanks a million for watching and take care. Chat to you soon. Slán.